Hey BCE Bears, how are you? I'm here in my kitchen to do the Celery Lab, and I hope you're excited to do this lab. This lab is a little different. It takes a little bit of time for the celery to sit in the colored water. What you need for this activity or this lab is your science notebook, some food coloring. Blue is best. If you don't have blue, you can mix some colors to make a dark color. Red works fine too. A glass with water, of course, some celery, and some scissors, okay? The first thing you're gonna want to do is turn to page 102 and 103 of your notebook and print this for your notebook. If you don't have a printer, you can write down the title right here, and the focus question, and your prediction, and create a table in your journal. These are the directions right here. They're very clear. So our focus question is, how does water move through plants? And what I would like you to do is make a prediction about what do you think is going to happen to our celery when we have it sitting in colored water for an hour or a day or a little while. It takes a little time for this to sit. All right? So what you're going to want to do first is take a piece of celery, and I like to get the celery with the leaves, but if you don't have that, that's fine. And you want to cut off about 3 centimeters. So you want to cut off the edge a little bit, and then you're going to take and put some blue food coloring, or if you don't, mix colors to make it a dark color, in your water. And you're basically just going to put your celery in the water and let it sit there for an hour, 30 minutes. It's better to wait all day, so wait a little while. So if you do this in the morning, then come back and look at it in the afternoon, or if you do this in the evening, come back and look at it the next afternoon. Now, one of the things you can do is with the piece that you cut off, which mine disappeared. Here it is I want you to look very closely. You can look with your magnifying lens at the edges, and you can see what you see. This is called a cross section. If you can get a thin piece of the piece that you cut off, look at the cross section. You can't really see it in this camera very well. Very closely with your magnifying lens, you're going to see some little dots right around here. Notice the color of those dots before you put them in magnifying lens. So the cross section looks like that. Okay, so after about a day or a few hours, you're going to draw what happens with you're going to draw out what you see in the celery. Do you see any changes with the leaves or the whole stalk? And then the cross section. All right, then you're going to do some reading. So while you're waiting, you can do some reading. While you're waiting for your celery, if you have a workbook, you're going to read page 5, and if you have a textbook, you're going to read page 29. That's in the directions for today in Google Classroom. And there are 3 questions for you to answer when this lab is done. One is, what was your prediction? What happened to the celery? What changed in the cross section? And then, how do you think the color water moved? Okay, that is about it for our celery lab. If you don't have any celery, that's fine. I'm going to post the results of the celery lab on Friday morning or late Thursday afternoon of this week. So if you don't have any celery, we're going to see what my celery, looks like after it's been sitting in there for a little while. All right, have a great day. Be safe, and we'll talk to you later.